Hello friends, I'm here with my two favorite horses, Dusty and Brego, and I'm gonna show you a video about confident behavior versus emotional behavior and emotional and fearful horse. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna teaching them to touch a thing, an object out here on the playground, in the riding arena or whatever it is, but touch an object and be either curious and confident and also brave and trusting. That's kind of what we need with these two horses. So let's do the fearful one first, and then we'll do this guy in the end. So Brego is a very fearful horse. He's actually the most fearful horse I've ever met in my entire life, with over thousands and thousands of horses that I've had in my hands. And he's still today, even though he's been here for a long time, he's still quite fearful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give him clarity and allowing him to make kind of the wrong decision in our mind, and then help him to understand that making the right decision leads to relaxation and understanding, which then leads to more trust, more acceptance. So I'm just gonna ask him to go to this tractor tire here that is filled with sand. So immediately you can see he just goes away. He's not really there. So we're just gonna allow him to go there. Okay, that was actually quite confident. This means that he has done this before and he knew what it was all about. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna ask him for a little bit more, but I'm gonna be very sure not to add pressure and allow him to make decisions. So I'm just gonna do a little bit here, just do something, I'm saying, do something and allow him to try it out. So do something, that's good. Can you see he's figuring it out, but can you also see how little it takes and actually how much he's doing it compared to how little I'm doing? That's because his behavior is mainly emotional. So I'm just gonna turn him around here and ask him to try again. See if we can get him going over the tractor tire. There you go, that was good. So they're just giving him the time, even though he didn't do it directly as the first time, just giving him the time to drift a little bit. That's very good. So then I'm just gonna ask him to, can you come this way, my friend? Just a little bit. So I'm holding the rope. I'm not holding hard, but I'm holding the rope, and then I see, can you do just a little bit? And then I'm gonna ask him to kind of follow me here, and then I will use my stick to just say, try a little bit and see if he will actually try. And what we will see is that he will lower his head, look at the tractor tire, and then he will try to get his back legs forward and up onto the tractor tire. So there, I'm gonna ask a little bit here. Now he's gonna get bothered by the other horses. It's okay, doesn't matter. Like, I don't wanna rush in there and get the other horses away, because then he would be bothered too much. I'm just asking him to stay focused here and do something. So these I can get away. These I can move away. So now the others moved away. So I'm just saying, hey, can you give us a little bit of space? He's not really confident here, so he doesn't need the added pressure of you guys. And then we'll just try again. And it's very important to allow the horse to do stuff like that and kind of drift around and make decisions. So we'll just do it very slowly. Okay, there he went past it. So we'll just redirect him back to it. Redirect him back to it. So when we have an unconfident horse, we want him to feel that he is in the right basically all the time. Because there we go, come on. So now let's see. Because that will increase his bravery. It will increase his trust, that he feels like it's okay to do whatever he does. And then that will make him want to do more, and that will increase his willingness and maybe bravery if he needs bravery. So here I'm gonna ask just a little bit, do something. Yeah, there you go. Come on, let's see. Come on, let's see. So there the hind leg came, which was good. So I'm gonna give him a little break here. Then we're gonna go to this one. Maybe this one is easier. I don't know, let's see. So I'm just gonna gently direct him here. And there's actually a little bit more sand in this one, so maybe he feels more confident on going up on that one. That's also a good little thing to see there, that he actually has enough safety. He feels safe enough that he can take care of bothering flies, because a very fearful horse wouldn't do that. He would just lock up and be tense. So let's see, can ask him to do a little bit more. There you go. Let's see. So now he's drifting a little to that side, so I'm just gonna hold there. Try it, brother. Just a little bit. Yeah, there you see. So there he lowered his head and then he lifted his hind leg and did it. So we'll just give him a little break here. And those are some of the things that we will do with an unconfident horse that actually showed quite a lot of confidence in this. But that's just because we've done it quite a lot of times. So he felt safe, he felt sure, he knew what was going to happen. So he just went and did it. But then I added just a little bit, try a little more and then do it. So we'll just do the last one, the first one again. Since he had some more trouble, there's less sand in this one, so it looks and feels a little different for a horse. And let's see if he will be confident enough to also try with his hind legs. So I'm just gonna go slowly back here. There you go, can you see he's already trying? So I'm just holding. Okay, we'll try again. Try again. And you can also see I'm moving quite slowly with my hand so that I'm not putting extra pressure. I'm allowing him to make all those decisions. Okay, you can go past. We'll just redirect it, take it back again. See if he will try again. So this one is more difficult for him to go up on with all four. We'll just redirect it again. We want him to feel like he is succeeding. There you go. Try again. Okay. You can go past it. And we'll just try again. So he feels the added pressure here of me wanting a little bit more, but that's okay. We'll just give him time to refocus. There you go. So I'll just take the pressure off a little bit and then ask him to try. There you go. Oh, you saw the confidence there? He said, I'm gonna do it. I am going to do this. I'm gonna show this guy with the hat that I can do this. And that was confidence. And then I just leave him alone. I completely release everything. It took a little while, because the reason he kind of fought it a little bit, because he knew that I actually asked him to go over it with all four legs, and he knew that he quite wanted to do it, but he was not really felt safe or confident enough to do it. So that's why he kind of fought it a little bit. But then I took the pressure off a little bit here, then gave him some time, and then he said, this time I'm gonna do it. So I just gently asked him the same way I've been doing, but this time he was confident and brave enough to make the decision to go all the way over. And that is what I'm proud of. I'm proud of his decisions. I'm proud of his bravery and trust in me, that he dares to do something that for him is very scary, or very difficult at least. So let's go on to the confident horse and let's see how he does it. Now I'm here with Dusty, my most confident and capable and competent horse. And we're gonna do the same. And we're gonna see if we can add a little bit more creativity and see if we can ask him to do something a little bit more difficult, which is quite fun. So I'm gonna just go over here, ask him to go to it, just to see how he does it. Like, let's see if we see the confidence. So there, like, he knows what's going on here. I'll just ask him to go up on it. Let's see if we can get him up on it with all four legs. And stay there with all four legs. See if he can figure this out on his own. So I'm just gonna say, try to get the legs up there. Ah, you missed one. Try to get the legs up there. It's not the front legs. There you go, but it's not the front legs. Okay, we'll try again, my friend. You almost did it. Let's try again. See if we can get him up standing there. See if we can get the last leg up as well. Last leg up. Come on. And for him to do this, he has to, there you go. He has to compress his body, as you can see. So what I did there, I just took my hand here. I didn't really do anything. I just held a little bit to say to the front legs, don't go too much forward. And then I had my stick to say to the hind legs, go a little bit more forward. And then we'll ask him to stand there. And you can see, if you see from the side, you can see how compressed he has to do with his body. So that was one thing. See if we can get him up there again and standing. So I'm just gonna, his front feet were in a great position there. So let's just, there, not too much. So let's get his front feet up there as well. There you go. So now we can do something else. Let's see if we can move him around on top of it where he is staying. So I'm just gonna do this and he will have to navigate around. So I'm going very slowly and he has to figure this out to move his legs and still keep the balance, keep the compression, keep the body position. This is not easy for horses to do because it requires a lot of concentration. So now if I were him, I would move that foot over there, like that. And now I would actually move his right hind leg that way. Let's see if he will do it. Maybe he needs to move the other one first. There, you see? That's good. That's good. Really good. So this is a fun little exercise to do, but it helps him think about his body and it helps him get awareness of his body in this space, in this little area here, and what he's doing with it, and also keep control and coordination, but also increase the concentration within him. So let's do another thing. Let's take the front feet off like this and see if he can move around the tractor tire. So I'm gonna move him this way, but have the hind feet staying on top. So it's kind of a sideways movement. So it's definitely not a front forward movement. So he missed that opportunity. So we're gonna just keep on a little bit of pressure here without taking it off, and then we're gonna try again. So now I'm gonna see, don't go forward, don't go forward. You missed it again, you missed it. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it there and showing him that if he goes off with his hind legs now, I'm gonna move him. And then I'm gonna ask to slowly move that front, not forward. It wasn't forward, it wasn't forward, it wasn't forward. Alert, alert, alert. You're wrong, you're there. There you go. Oh. There you go. It wasn't forward. So we're gonna try again. This is a good exercise to really get mental engagement in the horse and also keeping him concentrating on his body, where his feet are, how they are placed and how to move them good. And well, Dusty, he's a cow horse, he's a cutting horse, which means he has to be very athletic and light on his feet. And this is a good exercise actually to get him more aware of what his feet are doing, how he's thinking, and what's going on there. So that was good. Let's add 2 more challenges. A challenge here is, can he back on up? So I'm just asking him to back up. And then he has to navigate again to get his front feet on. And hopefully without getting his hind feet off. So he needs to really lift up, really lift up. Can you lift up? Really lift up those legs. Really lift up those legs. Yeah, there you go. I'm okay with his hind leg stepping off because it was quite hard to lift himself and all that muscle up there. So now we have another little fun thing we can do. Now his hind feet are off. So let's see if we can move his hind feet around without his front feet coming off. So and just doing as little as I can to influence him. So that seemed to be a little bit easier for him. Oh, that was close, that was close. That seemed to be a little bit easier for him to actually just lift his hind feet up and moving them around. So this is a fun little challenge. Let's get him up there, standing there, very well. And then we'll finish here. So hopefully you liked it, and hopefully you could see the different ways of doing it with the two different types of behavior. Like with the unconfident, fearful horse, we gave him a lot of time, allowed him to make decisions so we could leave room for the bravery. Get up there. Leave room for the bravery to come up. And with this guy, we added challenges to engage this one in here, get him thinking about what he's doing, how he moves his feet, being very specific with some things, and then challenging, can you do this, can you do that, can you do the other? And that is how we can use this kind of thing, touching a thing, in a way that helps him get more engaged and more motivated. So I hope you like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with all your friends, and see if you can do the same as with Dusty, or maybe help your horse as we did with Brago. And then we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye, and make a difference.